The Great Pyramid in Egypt has been a subject of curiosity for many centuries thanks to its ancient history and awestruck structure. Many scholars have tried their best to unlock the secrets they believe surrounded this great structure, all to no avail. However, one individual was successful at it: Nikola Tesla. In the 18th century, Tesla revealed a terrifying truth about the pyramid. What did he reveal? Stay till the end to find out. Standing at a jaw-dropping height of over 140 meters, with a staggering structure containing about 2.5 million stone blocks, is the Egyptian pyramid, one of the 7 biggest wonders of the ancient world. These massive structures, built thousands of years ago, continue to captivate the imagination of people worldwide as magnificent structures of unmatched beauty and elegance. Even though the pyramids were built thousands of years ago, many of the details of their construction remain shrouded in mystery. For example, historians and archaeologists still need to figure out how the massive stone blocks were transported and lifted into place. Some theories suggest that ramps were used to move the blocks up to the pyramid's surface, while others propose that the blocks were lifted using cranes or pulleys. However, it is more than how it's built that is being subjected to rigorous experimentation. The purpose for which it was built in the first place is also being demanded. Lots of scholarly knowledge has been exerted to provide an answer to this question. Some in their studies made as big an assumption as the place serving as the house of the dead Egyptian kings, also called mummies. When the area was explored and nothing of such was discovered, the mummies were found in the Valley of the Kings. The notion was, of course, disproved. Another assumption, that it was built in honor of God, was also proven untrue, as there's no sign of God or anything related to worship in the place. What is the reason behind the construction of the pyramid then? Only one man was able to find out the reason, an achievement he wasn't celebrated for. The man is Nikola Tesla. Born on the 10th of July, 1856, to Milutin Tesla and Duka Tesla in the then Austrian Empire, now known as Croatia, Nikola Tesla grew up to become an iconic figure in science. He is famous for discovering the rotating magnetic field, the basis of most alternating current machinery. He is also believed to play a big part in the creation of the 21st century with his range of discoveries. This great scientist was believed to have contributed to the invention of the remote control, neon and fluorescent lights, computers, smartphones, laser beams, X-rays, robotics, and a host of other technological devices that play big parts in our daily lives. When he came of age and saw the pyramid, Tesla became obsessed with it. He started investigating the pyramid by reading ancient books about it. Fortunately for him, all his efforts weren't futile. To the surprise of the consumers of his works, Tesla discovered that the pyramid was a giant energy transmitter. Since there was no electricity then, he thought there was advanced technology within the pyramid. Let's look at Tesla and how he achieved this great feat. From the beginning of his career, Tesla had been obsessed with 3 numbers: 3, 6, and 9. Those numbers were very important to him, and he believed they were the key to the universe. He was so interested in them that he would walk around a new building 3 times before going in, and more strange, his hotel room numbers were usually divisible by 3. Even his city room number is 3327, which he counted as 339, i.e., he added 2 with 7. Apart from these, he also slept for 3 hours every night. Later, these numbers, 3, 6, and 9, would be shown by scientists to be of great significance to Tesla's discoveries about the pyramid. This mathematical knowledge enriched Tesla with the knowledge that the pyramid was built using mathematical language, a language everything in the world obeys. In short, Tesla's first discovery about the pyramid was that it was built using mathematical language. But how true is this? To answer this question, we have to look at modern engineering. According to researchers and scientists, the Great Pyramid is aligned with our planet's compass with an accuracy that can hardly be matched. For instance, if you measure the base perimeter of the pyramid and multiply it by 43,200, you'll undoubtedly get the equatorial angle of the Earth. And if you're to measure the height of the Great Pyramid and multiply it by 43,200, you'll get the Earth's polar radius. And while the Great Pyramid is locked to the cardinal directions of the north, south, east, and west, a very slight discrepancy of 360 degrees of air could be seen. However, considering the people that built the pyramid, that is, the fact that they lived in the Middle Ages, this discrepancy could be considered insignificant. But before we continue, it will be interesting to look at how these middle-aged men could have known so much about the Earth more than the scientists today, that even their knowledge has become a mystery to them. According to history, these ancient men had a large interest in the equinox. So, an electrical engineer, Glenn Dash, postulated that the ancient Egyptians used the fall equinox to align the planets. He demonstrated this in an experiment. The concept goes thus. By counting 91 days after the summer solstice, one can land squarely on the fall equinox. On that day, you can bury a pole in the ground and observe the shadow. This kind of pole serves as a gnomon, which is a sundial's tall, shadow-casting portion. If you trace the shadow of the pole's tip as it moves across the sand during the day, the marks should produce a line that precisely points east and west. It's best to have a very tall gnomon to reduce error. The corners of your pyramid can then be positioned to match the landline. However, the validity of this theory is questioned. Meanwhile, it wasn't only mathematical laws that impacted Tesla's discovery. The location of the pyramid also serves as an insight. The location provided Tesla with more clues about his discovery. Since he didn't believe in the saying, "seeing is believing," Tesla decided to practicalize this location discovery, which led to the building of the Tesla Tower in Colorado Springs. It was a success as it worked. While the pyramid's location is one of the major reasons it generates electricity, for Tesla, that isn't the only reason. He believed that despite the location serving a major function, for the pyramid to generate light, it must have been built with crystalline energy. So Tesla uses crystalline energy material in the process of building his model, taking note of the fact that he also postulated that the chambers within were used to manipulate electromagnetic fields. He would later postulate that raw materials, like stones used to build the Great Pyramid, could store enormous amounts of energy. The final one would be his eureka moment, as he boldly asserted scientifically that the pyramid might have been built to produce an energy field capable of supplying cities with electricity. So we've come to the end of exploring the pyramid's construction as told by Nikola Tesla. But that's just the basis surrounding the construction of the pyramid. Now let's look at its material composition. The exterior part of the Great Pyramid was built with materials that insulate electricity, specifically limestone. The use of limestone was, as many would have thought, the absence of magnesium then. On the other hand, the interior and chambers were made of material that conducts electricity. This composition makes it possible to control the release of energy from the inside. Nevertheless, the inner part also contains some limestone, but in this instance, the limestones contain crystals and metals, which makes it possible to transmit energy from within still. How is this possible? Let's dig deeper. In 2018, a team of researchers led by scientists from ITMO University in the Russian city of St. Petersburg conducted a study to determine whether the pyramid could generate energy. They built a model of the pyramid to measure its electromagnetic response. The model is used to determine the pyramid's reaction to wave energy. The group tested the interactions with waves of resonant length ranging from 200 meters to 600 meters. At the end of their experiment, they discovered that the pyramid could collect and concentrate electromagnetic energy in its chambers and at its base. This research is one of many made about the phenomenon. In 2019, Eric Wilson published a large-scale thermoacoustic generator paper. In the paper, Wilson described how granite and other rocks survive vibration. According to Wilson, electrons will migrate through the rock and up to the surface by combining the elements mentioned earlier. Summarily, the ancient Egyptians built an energy-generating machine capable of being a source of unlimited clean energy. While this discovery was made by Nikola Tesla, and there are also more discoveries of his like that, he was never acknowledged for them. Rather, he was termed a mad scientist. Nevertheless, his influence on our understanding of the Great Pyramid will never be erased by the sand of time. What's your view on this video? Did you agree with Tesla's notion about the pyramid? Let's know in the comments section. Thanks for watching this video. Subscribe to this channel for more great content and hit on the notification bell not to miss any updates. See you in the next video. Till then, take care.